Hi, welcome to English 317 Professional Writing. My name's Amy Peterson Sear. Your instructor for this class. This class is entirely online. That means there are no scheduled meeting times, no class times. Everything is set up in Brightspace, which I will review with you in a few minutes. However, that being said, I'm of course available for Zoom meetings and email consultations throughout the semester. So please don't feel like you're on your own. And I will have videos, short videos like this every week to stay connected with you all as well. The syllabus is available on Brightspace and you can all read it. I highly encourage you to read it. I'm just going to highlight some of the high points. My email address is here, amy.peterson@maine.edu. That's how you may reach me. Our textbook is this handbook. And just a note about that, it's not a traditional textbook. It doesn't have chapters. It's set up alphabetically, like a reference guide, and you will just simply be reading little chunks of it, little entries, so to speak. So it might look like you have a lot of reading, but really each of those entries that I'm assigning is very short, and you will find them all alphabetically listed in this handbook. Okay? This class is very different from other English classes you may have taken. In college writing, remember, you wrote essays, you learned how to write academically. If you've taken any kind of creative writing, you've delved into short stories, fiction, poetry, things like that. This is for workplace writing. And so it's really focused on the kind of universally accepted formats, the norms and etiquette, as well as really honing a precise and concise writing style. That's really what we're going to focus on throughout the semester, thinking about your audience and your purpose and really honing that clear writing style. There are a couple of notes here that I just want to point out to you. If you have any kind of learning disability, please reach out to these folks because accommodations can be made to support your learning so that you have a successful semester. Also, our Title IX laws, not sure what the right word is there. We have counseling available. We have supports available if you've experienced any kind of sexual violence, harassment, or something like that, on or off campus. These are both things that are available to you as UMA students. So please take advantage of the resources that are here if you find that you need them. The Student Academic Integrity Code simply asks you not to cheat. It is really considered like the worst thing you can do in higher education. My gender name statement simply assures you that I will refer to you by the name that you choose and prefer, and your pronouns that you prefer. If your name is not listed on my class list the way you would like to be called, please let me know and I will change it. All of our assignments are going to show up on Brightspace, and I will show you that in a minute. But they're all right here as well. Each will always have a handout that explains the premise behind each assignment. Please make sure you read those because there's often some sort of scenario prompt specifically that I want you to look at. So it's really important that you look at those and watch my short videos each week so that you know what it is that's expected of you. I'm happy to issue incompletes if your life implodes throughout the semester and you can't quite get the work done. Totally understand that. Life happens. If that's the case, please just come back to your syllabus and look at this. This is my policy to make sure that we get everything done appropriately so that I can award you the grade you deserve when you have the work finished. Beyond that, the syllabus includes our schedule, our weekly schedule. It's pretty self-explanatory. Our weeks are going to start on Mondays and end on Sundays. So weeks when something is due, it's due at the end of that week on that Sunday, okay? And pretty much every week you have kind of the topics and then the assignment you would be doing for the following week. And as you can see, this first week, all you're doing is some reading, okay? Does that make sense? And it continues that way throughout. I just want to point out that Thanksgiving week, we are not doing any work. You're getting that week off. And everything needs to be done by December 15th, which seems a long way off, but will come here quicker than you can imagine. So let's move into Brightspace for a moment. My Brightspace looks a little different than yours will. But pretty much this is what it looks like. Announcements will appear here. But for your purposes in this particular class, what you're really going to be interested in is this content button, because everything is broken down by weeks and the syllabus exists here as well. So the syllabus is here. I highly recommend printing it. And then all your weeks. Okay. You can see week 1 here. The stuff that's on the syllabus is also here. The topic of the week, as well as your assignment for following week. Then all the things you need to do, read, look at are all going to be here. So you can see there's a welcome video. That's literally what you're watching right now. There's another video with week 1 remarks, and then there's just a supporting document. On weeks when there are assignments, you'll be able to read the actual assignment here as well as submit it here as well. Okay. There is some overlap. You can also go here and under assessments to put in your assignments. You can see your grades here. But really, the content is the area you're going to want to be in. If you're unfamiliar with Brightspace, tootle around, explore, and remember, everybody creates their own Brightspace page a little bit differently. So it is good to familiarize yourself with it. Please do watch videos before you start asking me questions, though. I would ask you that you do that, because I do tend to answer a lot of the questions that might arise or that arise frequently in my recorded remarks. So I would really appreciate that you watch the information, read that's Roger's tail. Read the supporting documentation for that week. And then when you have questions, please feel free to ask. If you're not familiar with Brightspace and my speedy explanation was a little overwhelming, again, reach out and I will walk you through it. I will probably also put up a discussion area on Brightspace where you folks can talk to one another, and that can be a great resource for you as well, because your fellow students will have a lot of experience and knowledge that they can share with you. So again, I'm glad to be working with you virtually this semester, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I am here. Otherwise, have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.